All right, good morning. As we are day two here in Stream Live Tampa of the third annual Game Time Prospects Baseball Organization Fall Showcase Camp. Today's format will be 4 games, 4 modified games. This is the first one that started a little bit after 8 a.m. We'll have one at 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. So all the coaches that are watching from afar, we appreciate you watching. Apologize for the late introduction as far as play-by-play and stuff, but we've had our cameras set up. Just like yesterday, for the coaches that are watching, we will do our very best to say the numbers as they shuffle players in and out. We are right basically in the first base coach's box, so we're in the field to play. Coaches are sitting outside the dugout by us, so it is very congested right around us, so bear with us as far as the numbers and stuff. But if you have rosters, we do have enough camera angles that you're able to see them. We'll do our best to say who's coming to the plate and the pitchers. So team in the field. We called these teams the Dodgers and the Rays today. So the team in the field pitching is number 29, Logan Larsheed, 2021 senior from Sun Lake High School. At bat would be number 54, Ben Morrell, senior from Orlando, Olympia High School. The same rules as a game. Those of you that are watching that are not coaches, maybe watching sons, grandsons, nephews, friends. There are walks. That was a standard baseball ball, so we got a runner at first to lead off this, and this will be the top of the second in this first game of day two. Pitched low for a ball. So we got back-to-back walks. That was number 10, Hans Walker from East Bay High School. Now played is number 48, Nicholas DeMillo from Gaither High School. We got first and second, no outs. So another stolen base. Ben Morrell. So we got runners at the corners, no outs. Talking with some of the coaches before today's action, and they are spread out all around the complex here at Carrollwood Day School here in Tampa. As runners thrown out, trying to steal second. And it is very difficult for where we're sitting with the tents and everything to see the players that are in the field. Behind the plate is number 55, Kelson Johnson, the catcher right now from Newsom High School. He's the one that thrown out that runner. That's the third walk issued this inning. As DeMillo's at first. Got one out. So that'll be a stolen base for DeMillo. Runner will score from third as the throw went down to second. There's not going to be any first and third plays on here. They're going to have people going all the way down, or the throw's going all the way down. We're still trying to figure out who this batter is. There's a drive to left. And it's in left center, and it'll get almost to the fence. It'll stop at second. That was William Sanchez with that bomb from Lake Mineola, number 21 on your roster if you're watching. Sanchez had a good day yesterday. I saw some, Diamond Pro Media, Mike Mayers, had some good things to say about Sanchez yesterday. So again, we'll talk about how they're recording outs and things like that, but they're going to let the pitchers throw to a certain number of batters. I'll come up to number 34, Michael Rivera from the First Academy. He's a junior, class of 2022. And it's down the left field line. It'll get past the outfielder all the way to the corner. Rivera will stop a second with a stand-up double. Runner will score. Number 69 coming in to pitch is Justin Gay from Central High School. Gay 6'6", 215. Tall right-hander. So he'll come in. The other good thing about these modified game formats at these showcase camps, typically on game 2 of these events, is they'll come in certain situations. Or they'll come in with nobody on. He's coming in, he's inheriting a runner at second. So talking with a few coaches before today, I was asking them what exactly they were looking for in today's portion of the event this weekend here at Carrollwood Day School. Yesterday is obviously predominantly about individual skills and measurables and things like that, but consensus was, let's see what they do in game situations, before games, in between, how to maximize space and time, in between outs, how they warm up, body language, demeanor, disposition, a lot of stuff. We'll keep talking about that throughout the day. Different intangibles that coaches were looking for. So this right here is number 30. That is batting, which would be Matt Riley from Seacrest Country. First pitch in there for a strike from Gay. Gay blows that one by Riley. So he came in and inherited an account. So he strikes Riley out on 2 pitches. Where we're set up is basically like coaching first base, like we said. We had a tent, a couple of cameras here, a couple nets trying to protect us, but there is a big gap in between. Any righties are late on a pitch and they foul it off down here, or a lefty gets around on inside pitch. We'll be moving. That's why I don't think I want to sit. He's way out in front of that one. So, just confirm they're starting out with a 3-1 count when they come in, which puts the pitchers in a hole right out of the gates when they come in. So there's been a couple two pitch at bats that was a swinging third strike. It's number 2. Trey Clinton from Bell Creek Academy. Lefty sends one down the left field line. Great play by the left fielder. If he can turn around, we'll see who it is. And he decides not to turn around. One team everybody's got black jerseys on. One team has orange numbers. The other team has white numbers. So coaches out there, you can take a guess which ones are easier to see. So bear with us here. Again, you're watching Stream Live Tampa. This is day 2 of the 3rd annual Game Time Prospects Baseball Showcase Camp here at Carrollwood Day School in Tampa, Florida. There's been over 150 high school baseball players ranging from three different classes, predominantly class 2021, the current seniors, juniors, or they're 2022, 2023. I think they're about a little less than 10 current sophomores, and I think there was one that's a freshman that's 2024 that we saw yesterday. There are 4 games, so all the players are broken up into 8 teams. So there's 4 games going on, an 8 a.m. game, which is what you're watching now. Excuse me. Then there'll be one at 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. Again, we are set up basically near their first base coach's box in the field of play in foul territory. But we got a couple nets here. We'll try not to be in the action. Sometimes you might see a camera get shaky a little bit if the foul ball hits our tent. But we appreciate David Sansome, owner and founder of Game Time Prospects organization here outside the Tampa, Florida area, and the host school, Carrollwood Day School, for having us out here. We try to partner with David as much as possible. He's been a sponsor of us for our games when we were doing high school games back in the spring. We'll start that back up, high school baseball and softball, and this coming spring, 2021, we'll do some high school basketball games in the winter, as well as we are now an official affiliate of the NFHS network, which we'll have more on in our upcoming shows, our SLT shows, our weekly Stream Live Tampa shows here in the local Tampa area. So as team takes the field, pitching will be number 9, Christopher Cartwright from Aurora High School, current junior, class of 2022. We got Connor Dow right here in front of us at first base from George Jenkins High School, another junior from Lakeland High School. I'm sure he'll be pitching at some point in this game too, if he hasn't already. We did get on a little bit late. There's some facility issues here that a couple of us had to go off campus to go find. So we'll get into, I believe this is the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch goes sailing to the backstop. Up at the So according to the blue, it's full count, but sometimes they're starting with different counts for each at bat. And it doesn't matter there. It's hit by pitch. An inside pitch from Cartwright. That was number 75. Keaton Ferentz Jr. He's now on first base. We got some pitchers and catchers coming back in from the bullpen that you saw right there in front of one of our camera angles. You'll see a couple split screen images, sometimes some tri-split screen images. That ball is straight up in the air. Short right field. Right fielder comes in. I think most of the ballpark thought the second baseman was going to get it. He ventured out into outfield. You know, this is the athletic turf surface here everywhere here at Carrollwood Day School. As soon as he got into the green, he stopped, and the right fielder came in and made a nice catch. So as Cartwright will go from the stretch, runner at first, one out situation with the runner at first. Runner takes off. They're going to do a lot of stealing. Test the catchers, test the runners, see what kind of speed they have, what kind of jumps they get. But obviously to test the catchers as well. So the runner will go back to first. Again, controlled scrimmage format, more modified games, however you want to, glorified scrimmages, whatever you want to call today's action. It's all about putting the players in game situations. And you will see certain coaches that will want to see certain players. I get over here. A couple of the coaches on the side, before the game started, talking about different players, so they kind of set up shop closer to where they are on the field. As that ball gets away, wild pit, that'll be, if we were keeping score, if I had my book, we would be recording that as a wild pitch. Now we got a runner at second, 1 out. Christopher Cartwright on the hill. Nice pitch. Strikes out number 45, Austin Sewell from Durant High School. One of Butch Valdez's seniors, many seniors for the Cougar squad here coming up in spring 2021. Next pitch in the first strike. Got runner at second. Break ball goes outside. Back to the backstop. Runner advances to the third. Again, another situation here. Runner 90 feet away. Pitch short, pop up. Infield was playing back. There, so the pitcher comes all the way out and almost where the first baseman would have been. Makes the catch. Good athletic play by Cartwright. So new pitcher will come in, lefty. As they shuffle in the arms, get everybody a chance. That'll be number 2, Trey Clinton. Lefty from Bell Creek Academy in Riverview. He's a junior. He'll inherit a runner at third. In this situation, the touchback we were talking about earlier, talking with a few coaches before today's action, asking them what they were looking for. Just see how players react in game situations. They said measurables were fine, analytics is part of the new age of baseball, but what's the context that somebody has a 94 exit velo? What's the context that somebody is throwing 88 from the outfield? Do they know the situation? Are they keeping runners from scoring position in the outfield? Are those exit velos off the bat? Are they just fly balls with runners at third, less than 2 outs? Is that okay? That gets a runner home. So I like to see in the context of the game. They were talking a lot about warm-ups, guys warm up, how guys are in between innings, running on and off the field. How are they with their teammates? These are teammates for the day. So. Sounds like they're going to start with 1-1. First pitch swinging, fly ball to right. Got somebody tagging. It's one hop in at the catcher. It's a good play by the right fielder. Get the runner from scoring. That was number 32 at the plate. Michael Opplinger from Inspiration Academy down in Bradenton. This looks like the first pitch swinging, chopper to short. Go over to first was a good play by number 30, shortstop Matt Riley. At the plate, that was first pitch swing at number 72, Brylan West from Inspiration Academy. This looks like the catcher, and it is number 55, Kelson Johnson from Newsom High School, out the plate. Senior catcher for Coach Horborg's Wolves squad. Another ground ball to short. Good play again by Riley at short. 2 outs in a row. This looks like a Gaither helmet. Let's see if he turns around. So Clinton comes in. Smaller stature lefty, junior. We got to pop up that. Could be right over our head. So Trey Clinton comes in. He's got a fly ball to left, or a fly ball to right, excuse me. A couple ground balls to short. So he came in here to runner at third.
Here we go.
And you always hear about coaches are looking for velo. And usually at the end of that sentence, for the most part, you'll hear people say, except for lefties. If they can come in, just because they pose a different look, obviously. They come in, hit their spots, get some key runners out. I'm not sure Clinton's a long-time starter, but he could be. Looks like they'll switch. That was the last batter for that situation. Again, they're going about 5 or 6 batters at a time per pitcher. That's not etched in stone. But we're here day 2 at Carrollwood Day School in Tampa, Florida, of the Game Time Prospects Baseball Organization Fall Showcase Camp. Over 150 high school baseball players from the general Tampa Bay area. There's been some trickling in from Orlando. There's been a couple from out of state, some down by Miami, but for the most part, they're in the greater Tampa Bay area. As day 1 yesterday was all individual skill not competition, but showcasing their skill sets, anywhere from defense, outfield, infield, catchers. With their pop times, they had bullpen session at the end. Everybody that was hitting had BP session. They got 2 rounds of pretty much dead BP, dead arm BP is what they call it. I know Coach Mike Wren, former HEC head baseball coach, now helping out at Hillsborough High School. Coach Burgess was out here yesterday in the AM session throwing a lot of BP. He told me, he says, I'm not doing the PM session. It's not my arm, because my arm's good, but front knee doesn't hold up as like it used to. But it was good seeing Coach Wren out here. So as we come into this half of the inning, this is number 47 on the hill. Looks like Anthony DeMillo, junior from Gaither High School. First pitch up. He didn't check his swing. See who this batter is. Going to be number 9. That was the pitcher, Christopher Cartwright. They're starting different. There might be different innings, different counts they're starting at. 1-1 count looks like that's what they're starting each batter on here. Which is correct. That was a ball, and now it's 2-1 from the home plate blue. In front of that one a little bit, ground ball short. Good play by first baseman. That was number 66, Frank McAuliffe, senior catcher from Morton High School. So DeMillo's got first 2 out. First pitch in there for the ball. Next pitch, fly ball to left. Hanging up there. Oh, that was number 56 at the plate, Josh Valente from Oviedo High School outside of Orlando. DeMillo's got 3 batters, 3 outs. Next one, hey, a lefty. Perfect for us. That would be number 15, Xavier Cintron from Cornerstone High School.
We got 1-2.
Cintron, switch hitting senior mid infielder. That would now be 4 batters, 4 outs. We'll swap out catchers. Swap out pitchers. Coming into pitch. That is Justin Mays. Yes, it is. That's Justin Mays Jr. from Calvary Christian High School. Calvary Christian School outside of, actually in Clearwater. He's a sophomore. Listed 2023 class. Left-handed pitcher. Calvary Christian, 6 foot 180, left-hand pitcher. Catcher that came back in is could be Johnson again. We'll see once he makes a throw down. Yeah, that is Kelson Johnson behind the plate, senior backstop for the Rays team here in the first game of 4. Modified format here in day 2 Game Time Prospect Showcase, Ball Showcase Camp hosted by David Sansom and our host school, Carrollwood Day School here in Tampa. So we'll get back to the action. And that's a drive. Deep left, a couple bouncer to the fence. And he is round second, coming into third. Here comes throw. And he's in there with a stand-up triple. That was one of the older prospects here, listed as 2019. When he graduated, he's from the Dominican Republic. 71, Darwin Amancio Rodriguez. That drive to left. Here at Carrollwood Day School. Odd dimensions, because the football field serves as much of the outfield. That ball got all the way, I think it's about 360 to deep center here. It was in the left center field gap. So lead off here this portion of the inning. Stand-up triple. Swinging third strike. On a breaking ball. Runner stays at third. Throw down to one, gets an out. That batter was number 54, Ben Morrell from Olympia High School in Orlando. Chopper to second. Bare hand, good play. Batter was number 10, Julian Hooker. Nice bare-handed play by the second baseman was number 62, Garrett Glasgow from St. Pete Catholic. Like yesterday, the coaches in attendance, there were about 25 to 30 coaches here in attendance. Looks to be about the same. They're spread out all over the place. They're not as confined because they're watching actual game format. This next batter is it's from Gaither. See the Gaither helmet? It's not Gaither. It's no G. We'll see. We think it's from where we're standing, Nicholas DeMillo, but he's on the same team, so they might have gotten him an at-bat against one of his quote-unquote teammates here in the 8 a.m. game, and it was. So that's why we had a little confusion, because him and Mays are on the same roster. But that's okay. It's all about putting them in game situations, so bear with us when they do some roster changes. It's not like it's all relayed to everybody around the park. We're just going to kind of look at our rosters, so. But David Sansom's done a great job having general rosters with some information on the players. And then today's games broken down. This is the 8 a.m. game. I want to thank Ashley Morley from the Game Time softball side of the organization. She's been here all day yesterday. She's going to be here a little bit this morning, gaining community service hours. So she was a big help to myself, getting class years, high schools written down on the side of the roster, so it makes it easier for us to talk about each player, who it is, for the coaches that are watching from afar. And we thank everybody that is watching. Feel free to chime in, whether it's through Facebook or Twitter, make comments. And we had a couple tipping their hats to us yesterday, and we appreciate that. So as we check everything, we see Mike Mears is still doing his job with Diamond Pro Media. He's tagging Stream Live Tampa and myself on a lot of tweets talking about players up to the minute action. We get in between innings here. We get next batter that's coming up. I think it'll be the same batter. Get back, just check and see. Okay, pitching looks like it's Jacob Shirley, number 40 from Bellevue High School. We've got number 48, Nicholas DeMille. He'll still be at the plate. It's another count we're starting with is 1-1. First two missed. 3-1. Chopper. It's foul off his foot. Is a little as this is the first day of November. It's a warm day here in Tampa. Kind of a little bit cooler nights last couple nights. Everybody celebrated Halloween last night, but warm day here on Sunday at Carrollwood Day School in Tampa. I say that because he fouled that ball off his foot, and this was up north right now. It would hurt even more. So all of you coaches that are watching from cold parts of the country, or cooler parts of the country right now, maybe cold, can relate to what I'm talking about. The count is full on DeMille. Shirley on the hill. Number 40. Ball is fouled back. As pitchers, catchers are roaming freely behind the field of play. Get down and get some bullpens as they get ready to come into the game. There's a ground ball to third. Throw is low. Good pick by the first baseman, Shane Kress, Tampa Catholic. Third baseman is, as soon as he turns around, there you go, number 48, Tyrus Bennyfield. Actually graduated in May 2020 from Plant High School in South Tampa. This batter is number 12. This was the pitcher in the last half inning. This is Justin Mays Jr., Calvary Christian. First pitch high from Shirley. Behind the plate looks like it's McAuliffe. 66, Frank McAuliffe from Wharton High School, just up the road here, and it would be in the New Tampa area. Walk issued to Mays. So both teams are in one dugout on the third base side here at Carrollwood Day School baseball complex. So they're just shuffling in batters. There's number 62, Gary Glasgow, St. Pete Catholic. It's going to be on. They're going to be up. So we had a runner at first for Shirley as he goes from the stretch. First pitch in. Strike. Again, all data and analytics will be shared from David Sanson with Game Time Prospects to all the college coaches on his list. So So if you're watching or in attendance, we don't have anything as far as velo on Shirley or any of the pitchers or pop times on the catchers. All that data was collected. Prospect Scout was out here yesterday, collecting that as well. So for now, it's watching the players in action and game action, game situations. We got a runner at first. Ball is fouled back from Glasgow.
Still got 2-2. That's what I would have thought too. Got full count.
We have full count. That pitch misses low and away. There'll be a walk issued by Shirley. So we have first and second. As the camera or the microphone picked up, that was David Sansom just saying, hey, having Justin Mays go from second to third. Set up situation with first and third.
There we go. Right.
Probably what they're going to do is they're going to send this runner at one. Oh, maybe not. Yep.
Got 1-2.
So there was no actual third base coach over there. We had a couple coaches here, just making sure the first runner at first knew, hey, we're setting this up, so see what the catcher can do. So with these controlled scrimmages, modified games, however you want to call it, you have the freedom to do that, move runners along, set up situations to help showcase the catchers, test them in a game situation with actual runners instead of just throwing down the second and recording pop times. So now we have a runner at second, the runner at third scored. And throw down to second, which is actually kind of an indirect defensive indifference in this situation. So the batter now is number 64. It looks like Brown. Yep, Jaden Brown, junior from first-year program Sumner High School down in South Hillsborough County, and head coach Kennedy Duran, good friend of Stream Live Tampa. As that ball gets away from the catcher, runner takes off from second to third, gets in safely. So then we got a runner at third for Brown. You can now call him a Sumner Stingray, starting in the spring 2021 for the high school baseball season in Hillsborough County. Ball's up, swings and misses. That'll end that portion of the inning. So Shirley had a couple walks. Ends it in a successful manner, striking out Brown. So the next part of this game coming into pitch looks like number 32. Nope, number 60. Drew Weidman from Timber Creek High School outside of Orlando. He was one of the last ones to throw in his bullpen in the PM session yesterday. I believe we have a new catcher. Looks like leading off will be number 69, Justin Gay. As Weidman will finish with his warm-up pitches. As the infield takes infield. Ooh. And the first one of the day. Skips off first baseman's glove a little bit. Ball's low. Ricochets into our camera. St. Leo University infielder Yo-Yo Nunez sitting right there. Yeah, we thank Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo's been a big help as Stream Live Tampa has grown throughout this year in 2020. With it being such an odd year, we were very fortunate to work the Florida Gulf Coast League, Collegiate Summer, College Softball Summer League down in Lakewood Ranch. Yo-Yo was helping out a lot down there, and he is this weekend near Carrollwood Day School. So Weidman with his first pitch goes about 48 feet. Not really something Weidman wants someone to say, but second pitch is low. Again, they're starting 1-1 count this inning. It's 3-1. As Justin Gay, Central High School. 3-1 count, swings at a very low pitch. Great athletic play by the third baseman, number 48, Tyrus Bennyfield, who looked good in a lot of the individual skills format yesterday. He's from Plant High School. He's actually graduated 2020. Good play there by Bennyfield. So we got third baseman, excuse me. Coming up now is number 10, Hans Walker from East Bay High School. So count goes 2-1 with that first pitch. Chopper, really slow chopper down the first baseline. Good play by Weidman, gets Walker. Walker playing down at East Bay High School in Gibsonton for Cody Kraus. Cody's a big supporter of Stream Live Tampa. We appreciate that, Coach Kraus. The whole Kraus family, actually. Next up, number 59, Benjamin Kim, Robinson High School. Another lefty. Actually, I believe he's a switch hitter. He's hitting lefty in this situation. Let's check our trusty roster from yesterday. Kim is a switch hitter. He's hitting lefty in this situation. Ball gets away.
We got 3-1.
So we got count 3-1. As each batter starting with a 1-1 count in this inning. First two pitches were balls. So we got Weidman against Kim. And that ball's low. So we got walk issue to Benjamin Kim. Picks up 75, junior Keaton Ferentz, Seven Rivers Christian. He'll come up. We got a runner at first. And an attempt to get as many people in the game. Looks like
There we go.
72, Brylan West come in to pinch run for Kim. So he hit earlier. He took off before he even attempted a pitch.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
So in these formats, sometimes coaches want to see certain players in certain situations. So we got a runner at second now. Next batter is Ferentz. Keaton Ferentz, number 75 on your roster.
We got 2-2.
Again, starting 1-1 for the count. Biden's thrown one of each, so now it's 2-2. So count 2-2, runner at second.
You're a good line of defense, man. I need you here just for a couple seconds. Got full count.
got way out in front of that one.
No tag. No throw. No throw.
There's a lazy pop-up at first base. It'll end that half inning. Every now and then you're going to hear certain people talking. There's coaches all over the place. There's the prospect select is back over here. A couple of their staff members are behind home plate. We have a mic sitting over there on the ground, and as Extreme Live Tampa has grown, like we were saying all weekend, we've improved with our equipment, our quality, sound quality, video quality is amazing. We had a lot of people commenting this morning. I had some texts from local high school coaches saying how good it looks, and it looks even better. They didn't think it looked better from the spring when we were at high school games. But yeah, we've got some mics sitting on the ground at different parts, and they're picking up some conversations. We don't know who they are. We're not going to say. If there are certain college coaches talking about kids, we're not going to say who likes who. They probably, for the most part, they're just talking the game, maybe saying what the counts are, who's up, stuff like that, which helps. To be honest with you, where we're sitting, it's kind of congested under a tent. We've got an L screen. We've got looks like more of a kind of like a bow net protecting us. Yo-yos in front of us. Got a camera. A couple cameras here outside of first base. And of course, our puppet master, Javier Nunez, working his magic. So what you're seeing is all at the fingertips of Extreme Live Tampa founder. It was his baby, and then he and I partnered earlier in the year to expand our coverage and get some play-by-play and some interview opportunities and shows and weekly shows, and it's been fun growing Extreme Live Tampa here in the local area. Pitching this next part of the inning will be number 20. That would be CJ Thornton from Osceola High School, junior. I believe CJ was playing short last half inning too. And we're not seeing too much out of the people in the field unless there's good plays. We'll wait and see, just because they're facing the other way or facing us. Actually, we just can't see their numbers. So it'll be mostly talking about who the arms are, maybe who's behind the plate, and then the batters each time. And then when there are good plays made in the field. But we do have multiple camera angles. We have our center field camera first, a couple outside first, and around the batter. So this batter is number 48, Tyrus Bennyfield, who had a great play at third in that last half inning in Plant High School. Swings at a pitch low, gets away. Good throw by the catcher, get him out at first. Yeah, some good conversations we're picking up. Good, it's good stuff. That's the first time we've had that mic. As
soon as we start breaking on this, he was the loudest. Only buzz. We're only buzz.
Yeah, so we're gonna lower just a little bit. So we're trying not to talk extremely loud here, so we turned up my mic. But it's good. We can still hear. I can still hear what they're saying. It's pretty good. It's good stuff. As coaches are always looking for players. In this format here, 150 plus players this weekend under the tutelage of David Sansom, Game Time Prospects, and all the help that he's received, and all these college coaches that are here and watching. This number 21, William Sanchez. That's a big strikeout by Thornton. Sanchez is one of the ones getting a lot of good feedback on social media that we've seen. This next batter will be 34, I believe. I believe they're going right down the roster. And it looks like Michael Rivera, junior from the First Academy. We got nobody on base for Thornton. That's a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. At least this weekend, I haven't really noticed because we haven't done a lot of baseball since the spring with everything being shut down this year. A lot of swing, a lot of missed swings on pitches low. There's a base on balls issued from Thornton, as Rivera will take. Rivera will take first. Now we got lefty Matt Riley coming to the plate. Ball's low. Throw over to one. Nothing doing. So we got Michael Rivera at first. Runner at first. Matt Riley at the plate. CJ Thornton on the hill. Ball in the hole. 3-4 hole. Good play by the second baseman. It'd be 32 Michael Opplinger from Inspiration Academy. Next pitcher coming in. Looks like number 25, Gary Baker. The catcher will go back down to play from Newsom High School is Kelson Johnson. Both seniors listed class 2021. Rivera will come off the field as the runner. So Baker will come in. Nobody on.
They don't work like that. That's if someone makes a mistake.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Like I said, he's been the same size since he was 14.
Right.
Come down.
As we come back. Gary Baker on the hill. Swing and miss. Shane Kress goes out on strikes. There's a swing and a miss. Called third strike. Baker disposes of Kress in 2 pitches as they're starting with a 1-1 count. Next batter, I believe they're going back to the top of the roster. They're just going right down the roster. This will be 40 Jacob Shirley on that check swing into the 5-6 hole. Can't make the play. So Shirley will reach on an infield hit. I got a funny look from catcher Kelson Johnson. He went right in front of our camera. He's used to having more room coming down here, but it's all right. And it's Baker will have a runner at first. That'll be Shirley. Next batter is number 2, Trey Clinton. It looked good a couple innings ago against his handful of batters that he faced. Crafty lefty. Pitch misses. Oh, high. Johnson tries to hold it. They get it called strike, but Clint will take one. Shirley will go down to 2. So it'll be number 9, Christopher Cartwright. So we have first and second. Baker on the hill. Cartwright at the plate. Number 9. Swing and a miss on another low pitch. This might be my my experiment throughout the day. How many low pitch swinging misses there are? Seems to be an awful lot in this game.
We're at 2-2. Aye.
We got 2-2 count. Runners at first and second. We got full count now. There you go. Care what kind of format it is, game, whatnot. Catcher feels like he needs to go out and talk to the pitcher. Go ahead and do it. It's a good call. Good call by Kelson Johnson. Also probably want to make sure they got the signs correct too, because a lot of unfamiliarity with players out here, and pitchers, catchers need to be on the same page. That's a base hit up the middle.
Cut.
Ball comes back in, cut.
Good job. I didn't even see you coming through.
Holds the runner at third, so we got bases loaded. Nice. Base hit there by Christopher Cartwright, and they're going to switch sides here. Complete switch. 47, Connor Dow is not going to be on the hill. From George Jenkins High School, he's a junior.
Two. Hey. One more.
Clear with the Tampa area. It's like home.
Like,
Alright, so we're back in this half inning. So Connor Gauss on the hill from George Jenkins High School out in Lakeland. one hopper back to the pitcher. So that batter is number 45, Austin Sewell, senior from Durant High School. Next up should be
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like a. Yeah.
Because pitchers, I mean, like, pitchers, I think they'll get that pitch right there and throw it 100 miles an hour and it goes all the way down the field. And you're like, you got it, what?
I got 3-1.
Just stop. None of them do it unless they have to. Like, when you get it and you start running,
You're throwing the bunt, you gotta make a play because it's in line. I get it.
Yeah,
But, like,
man.
Hey, no, you got in the middle.
That's as our on-field cameras or microphones pick up a lot. That's number 63, Jacob Huff, that drew a walk.
Especially every pitcher thinks they go 100 in high school. Every pitcher thinks they go 100 miles.
This looks like number 32, Michael Opplinger. It's Connor Dow is on the hill.
in the merry start.
Got 3-1.
So we got the first two pitches are balls again, starting with a count of 1-1. Count's now 3-1.
You better go fight alligator for that ball, man. You ain't coming
Go
back.
put on some water
It's
with
not
your
coming back.
man. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's bad.
Atta boy.
Yeah.
Got full count.
6-foot alligator that they pulled out. Peter J. Moore.
Yeah.
3-1 now, 3-2 count.
Right next to the baseball field. Tampa FL.
Ball's fouled back. So our mic that's on the ground behind, I think it's behind home plate, he's picking up just general conversation about the games. It was just a game of baseball. So it's fun to listen to. So anybody that's not a coach that is watching, I'll be quiet every now and then when that mic picks up some decent conversations. Runner goes. Nice play by the third baseman down the line. Diving play on a. Oh, and they get in when he gets them. Great play by the third baseman. That ball hit by Opplinger. That third baseman looks like 31. We'll get that number on that third baseman here momentarily. So the ball gets away from the catcher. Runner advances from second and third, from second to third. That is number 30 at third base with a fantastic play. That was Matt Riley. Diving stop down the third base line to get the previous batter, Michael Opplinger, out. This is, when it was high and tight, this is number 72, Brylan West. Big corner infielder from Inspiration Academy down in Bradenton. Brylan is listed at 6'5", 240. Looks like we're going to switch battery mates. New pitcher coming in, number 64, Jaden Brown from Sumner High School. New high school in South Hillsborough County. So he'll come in. The field umpire confirmed there's going to be one out when he comes in. Runner at first. So Jaden Brown, right-hander. Junior right-hander. Sumner High School. Playing for good friend. Streamlight Tampa, Kennedy Duran.
Yeah, he let it go. And the next one, right? He got it. It's still right here, right? And you, I was in the room. It's like, once I missed that first ball, I got pissed.
Okay, so junior Jaden Brown will come in here. Get a little stop in action in between innings. Bring in a new pitcher and catcher. As we are in game one of day 2 of Game Time Prospect Showcase, Fall Showcase Camp here at Carrollwood Day School, hosted by David Sansom. 25 to 30 college coaches here in attendance. Over 100 watching our live stream, or at least had committed to, and I'm not sure if we had confirmed. We heard from some of them online yesterday. But everybody watching, we appreciate you guys watching. We're doing the best we can to get jersey numbers of people. Everybody's got rosters and rosters of today. There's going to be 4 games. This is the 8 a.m. game. There's a 10 a.m., 2 p.m., or 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. games. As West steals second there. Batter. It is Kelson Johnson, senior catcher from Newsom High School.
Out.
Ball is fouled on the right field line into the bushes. Gone. That's Jaden Brown. Keep working on Kelson Johnson.
Yep.
It's a good stop. The catcher, I believe that it is Frank McAuliffe, senior catcher from Wharton High School. It's high and in for ball 4. Johnson will take first. Brylan West still at third. Next up will be senior Nicholas DeMillo from Gaither High School, right up the road here in Carrollwood. Throw over 1. So that's been customary for format so far today. It's first and third, runner first
I was about to say, what's
is just about stealing every time. Test the catcher's arms for all the coaches in attendance and those watching. Now Brown will go from the windup with runners at second and third, and that's a hard hit ball to short.
Hey, watch, don't throw.
Would have been a great play by the shortstop. Michael Rivera tried to make a sliding grab to his right, came up a little bit, topped off his glove. So West will score. Johnson will go to third. DeMillo's now at first. So first and third, 1 out. It's confirmed by the base umpire. Jaden Brown will work. Going outside, good stop. Runner will advance to second. Second and third now, 1 out. So Brown will probably go back to the wind-up. Should be, if they're going down the roster, it should be Jake Platko. We'll confirm here in a second. That is not him. That would be number 25, Gary Baker, at the plate. So junior Jaden Brown from Sumner High School will deal to Baker. Runners at second, third, gets that one by him. Second and third, less than 2 outs. Talking about intangibles and game situations. How many batters are going to take to the right side? We're talking with some coaches this morning. They're looking at just different situations that you get in at the plate. Do you work counts? The 3-1 pitch, what are you swinging at? Are you swinging at just anything? Or are you swinging at what your pitch is? What kind of intent you have when you're going to the plate? You can tell it just by how they work the count, the at-bat, how the at-bat goes. So that's a ball 4. You can't stay on top of that curve. So Baker will take one. Now coming up, we got bases loaded now. Jaden Brown is on the hill. He'll go from the windup again. You see the Gaither helmet. This has got to be one of the DeMillos. That would be Anthony DeMillo with a soft grounder to third. Great play by third baseman. Steps in 3. Goes across the diamond for a double play. Great play by Matt Riley. Okay, so we'll switch sides. All right, we come back here. This will be pitching will be number 48, Nicholas DeMillo from Gaither High School, senior. At the plate, number 47, Connor Gow, goes down swinging. Another low pitch, swing and a miss.
Other than that, it's always
This would be the catcher, Frank McAuliffe. Goes down on strikes. He's from Wharton High School here in New Tampa. Next batter looks like that first pitch goes outside for a ball. Looks like Josh Valente. Good swing, base hit up the middle. Nice try by the shortstop. That was Josh Valente. Next up for the Dodgers team will be number 15, Xavier Cintron. So we got 2 outs confirmed by the base umpire. Runner at first. Nicholas DeMillo, senior from Gaither High School. Another first pitch, swinging miss on a ball in the dirt. Might not be actual dirt, but
Oh, wait, there's 2.
ground ball to second.
They're playing 1 out.
Cintron will ground out. Runner will advance to second, but he'll come off the field too. Looks like the battery will come off.
One more pitcher in field.
We got another pitcher that'll come in, which will be turns around number 62. 62. Garrett Glasgow from St. Pete Catholic. Made a great play, barehanded play at second base a couple innings ago when he was in the field. Looks like Johnson's back behind the plate. Kelson Johnson, senior catcher from Newsom. So Glasgow will get a couple warm-up pitches. See how many first pitch balls in the dirt can be swing and misses in this inning. There's been a ton of them.
Come on, Robert. Clean it up.
Swinging for the trees right there. Number 71. Dawarlin Mancio Rodriguez. Listed as a 2019 prospect, so he's a little older. From the Dominican Republic. Nice to see a little international flavor here.
Just saw that.
So he gets him on 2 pitches as they start with a 1-1 count. Garrett Glasgow, senior pitcher and middle infielder and outfielder, all around good athlete on the field here from St. Pete Catholic. Disposes his first batter. This should be, if they're going down the line, Ben Morrell, number 54, from Olympia High School in Orlando.
It looks like he's trying to cross. Now look when you're
Ball in the 5-6 hole. Tip drill play. It's a great effort by the third baseman. He was way out there. That was C.J. Thornton, I believe. At third, it's a good effort. It tipped up to the shortstop. Tried to make a long throw from short left field on the hop. You can get those long hops to first on the field turf surface here at Carrollwood Day School. So, down at us. Ooh, almost a great play by one of the coaches down there in the bullpen. Stinger. So Glasgow on the hill. He's got a runner at first. This batter is. That was Morrell. This should be Julian Hooker, number 10, from Bishop McLaughlin High School. We'll confirm it. Yes, it is. Ground ball in the 5-6 hole. Thornton goes to 2. Going to go across the horn for a 5-4-3 double play. Good play by the third baseman, going all the way to his left to cut the ball off in front of the shortstop. Okay, so Glasgow gets a double play. Next batter would be number 21, William Sanchez. We had a good day yesterday in the individual skills portion from Lake Mineola High School, just north of Orlando. And of course, our friend Mike Maris from Diamond Pro Media's front row seat. He's been high on Sanchez from day one. That'll end that half inning. Coach. Game one is now over. So we'll take a little bit of a break. Again, this is day 2 of the Game Time Prospects Fall Showcase Camp here at Carrollwood Day School in Tampa, Florida. So we'll take a little bit of a break. We'll get the second game started approximately around 10 a.m. Eastern time for those of you that are watching from afar. Might be a little bit after. And we'll be back then for game 2.